Welcome back to Limitless and Inspire, the podcast where I explore the depths of human potential and the limitless possibilities within each of us. I'm Łukasz Bałdyga, your host, mindset coach and mentor. In today's episode, I will break down why relying on motivation alone is not the perfect plan and most importantly, share 7 practical exercises you can start using today to build a rock solid consistency in your life. Now, don't get me wrong, motivation is great. It's the spark that ignites the fire. But let me ask you this. Have you ever felt super motivated to start a new project, hit the gym, or build a new habit only to watch that motivation fade within days or weeks? You are not alone. The truth is, motivation isn't enough. What really matters is consistency and discipline. In Monday Motivation newsletter from Arnold Schwarzenegger, I have found interesting information. Studies suggest that by the second week of February, 90% of New Year's resolutions have failed. 90%. Can you imagine? I did some research and I found that 23% of people quit their resolution by end of the first week and 43% quit by the end of January. This is crazy, really crazy. The question is why? And I have 7 reasons why New Year's resolutions fail. First, your goals aren't specific enough. When things aren't specific enough, or you don't have a clear enough vision of what you want, your mind doesn't know what success looks like. And it's easier to get distracted, demotivated, and lose energy. I'm talking about this in my last episode, how to establish the goals. Number 2, no accountability. If you have a goal, commit to it and create a plan to make it happen. The probability of completing your goal is still only around 50%. However, the American Society of Training and Development found that people are 65% likely to meet a goal after committing to another person. Their chance of success increased to 95% when they build in ongoing meetings with their partners to check in on their progress. So if you need someone to track your progress, reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Number 3, you lose focus. You have some goals, resolutions, and you start working on them. Motivation is high at the beginning. And then 1 month later, and for 23%, 1 week later, things get busy, life gets away from you, and suddenly that exciting resolution finds its way to the back burner. Number 4, your environment is not conducive to your goals. For example, you commit to stop eating sugar, but your partner stocks the house full of sweet treats. You want to meditate daily, but every time you try, your family is disruptive. Maybe your goal is to say no to things you don't truly want to do, but your partner commits you to every invitation. Think about this. You don't really want it, or you don't know why it's important. This is the reason number 5 of why New Year's resolutions fail. We often make resolutions based on what other things we should do, or perhaps what we think we should do. But if you don't really want to do it, the likelihood of success becomes very low. You must decide to lose weight, quit smoking, save money. Not your parents, not your spouse, not society. Remember, it's very important. Number 6, you underestimate what it's going to take. Most people underestimate what it will take to make their goals a reality. They get excited about the idea, but the more they see the reality of what is really going to take to get there, they start to lose steam. What happens to your mind when you feel something is too hard or you believe it's going to take too long? Exactly. So you know what to do, right? Consistency and discipline. Last, number 7, the resolution is out of sync with who you are. What is your identity? This is something what I was also talking at the beginning of my podcast, Limitless and Inspire. The second and the third episode is about your identity, about who you are, to find a purpose. I encourage you to listen, to go there and do the exercise which is there. So that was the 7 reasons why New Year's resolutions and your goals also fail. As you can see, motivation is good to start, yet motivation is unpredictable. It's driven by emotion, energy levels, and external influences. Some days you wake up feeling pumped, other days you don't. If you rely solely on motivation, you will only take action when you feel like it, and that's a problem. This is where discipline and consistency comes in. Discipline is the ability to push through even when motivation is lacking. It's about creating habits and routines that keep us on track. Consistency is the key to progress. It's about showing up every single day, even when don't feel like it. It's the small daily actions that compound over time to create significant results. Think of it like planting a seed. You need to water it regularly for it to grow into a strong tree. Similarly, our goals require consistent effort to come to reality. Do you know what separates high achievers from everyone else? They take action whether they feel motivated or not. They rely on habits, systems, and discipline rather than just fleeting bursts of energy. And the good news is that you can do the same. So here are 7 practical exercises you can try to strengthen your consistency, muscle, and build discipline. Number 1, the 2-minute rule. When starting a new habit, make it so small that you can't fail. Instead of committing to work out for an hour, start with 2 minutes. The hardest part is just showing up. Number 2, implementation intentions. Don't just say, I will go to the gym. Be specific. I will go to the gym at 6 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Studies show that specific intentions increase follow through. Number 3, the 85% rule. You don't have to be perfect. Aim to 85% consistency rather than 100%. If you miss a day, don't quit. Just get back on track. Sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you have bad day. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you have to quit because you failed one day. Number 4, identify shift. Instead of saying I'm trying to be more disciplined, say I'm a disciplined person. Shifting your identity, change how you show up. It's very important also to say to you in the positive way. Don't say that I'm not going to do this. Say I will do it slowly, one step after another. I will do it. Number 5, track your streaks. Use a habit tracker to mark daily wins. Seeing your progress visually can be a huge motivator to keep going. For example, I start going to the gym and I'm taking with me the pen and paper every day. When I am on the gym, I write down how big weights was, how many repeats I have done. All of this is giving me the power, motivates me to push forward, to move more, to get more. Also, when I look in the mirror, I see the progress. I feel better. I look better. This is really, really motivating. Number 6, accountability system. Tell a friend, join a group, or hire a coach. Yes, it's me, Łukasz Bałdyga. Reach out to me. When others expect you to show up, you are more likely to follow through. And the last exercise, the no 0 days rule. Do something every day, no matter how small, even if it's just one push-up or 5 minutes of reading. Consistency compounds over time. I remember I had one case where I planned to go to the gym, but then I had an issue with my car. So it was a small challenge for me because I put my stuff to the gym into the car and I was not able to open because the key was inside and I have only one key. So I had to call for a guy to open the car. It was 6 a.m. in the morning. So I lost a lot of time waiting for this guy. And still I thought like, okay, I will not do the training, but at least I will, do some other exercise, like 30 minutes joking or something. And this was also really, really helpful. And I did. So this is what I'm talking about here. No 0 days. Remember, building discipline and staying consistent is a journey. It's about making a commitment to yourself and your dreams. Reflect on the values and strengths we discussed in previous episodes and use them as your foundation. Connect this to your daily actions and keep pushing forward. Success comes from balance, consistency with the rest. So remember that you have to work hard, but you have to also recharge and rest. Sustainable growth is the goal. So what's the takeaway? Motivation is a great starting point, but consistency and discipline are what drive real results. The secret to success isn't waiting for inspiration. It's about creating systems and routines that make action automatic. Now, I want to challenge you. Pick just one of these 7 exercises and start implementing it today. Not 1 week later, 1 month, today. And if you found this episode valuable, share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Thanks for tuning into the Limitless and Inspire. If you enjoyed this, leave a review, subscribe, and let's keep building better habits together. And of course, I want to close this episode with the quote from Denzel Washington. Goals on the road to achievement cannot be achieved without discipline and consistency. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Take care.